installing Evolution X 11.4.1 for the Google Pixel 9a, which is an Android 16 based custom ROM. And this is a quick look through on the installation process. Okay, so I've cut out a lot of the wait time so that way we're not here for half an hour. But yeah, just key points here. Make sure that you guys have platform tools installed on your PC. Make sure you have correct drivers installed because you will need those. And also on your device, make sure that you have OEM unlock enabled, which if you're a Verizon variant, it's not going to work, so you're SOL. And besides OEM unlock, make sure that you guys have USB debugging turned on. To access developer options on your device, go into your settings menu, go to About Phone, scroll down to build number, tap it 5 times. That unlocks the developer hidden menu. Go one step back to the main setting menu, go up to System Update or System. Scroll down and you'll find developer options, and that's where you'll find the OEM unlock and the USB debugging, so you guys can enable those things turned on. But once those things are turned on, like I said, in this video we're going to go through the entire process. So I'm also going to be unlocking the bootloader as well, and the link to this website will be in the description. It shows you how to install, channel log, and download ROM. Skip the download ROM, just go to the how to install, basically, because you have files you have to download besides the ROM. They're right here, and it's all laid out in this nice little tutorial guide. So download each file, and the last link at the bottom of this list is the custom ROM, and you'll download that. So it'll take a while. It's a pretty hefty file size, but yeah, get all these downloaded, and yeah, just follow the installation guide. Everything is laid out. Should be pretty easy to do. So once we have our files downloaded, we will move it into the platform tools folder, and then we will find an empty space in the folder and right click and open up a PowerShell, or a command terminal, whichever one you choose. When you plug in your phone back into the PC, you should see ADB is wanting access. Hit allow, and that allows the PC and the phone to talk. So from there, like I said, we open up a PowerShell, and yeah, you could use ADB to reboot into fast boot, but sometimes that does not work. If it doesn't work, don't worry. A simple press of holding, powering off the phone and then holding up the power button and the volume up button will enter fast boot. Yeah, so before unlocking the bootloader, FYI, back up all your photos, your contacts, make sure they're all backed up, because this is going to wipe your phone. But once you are ready to do that, you're ready to unlock the bootloader within the PowerShell, you're just going to type in fastboot flashing unlock or fastboot OEM unlock. Once you do that on your phone, you'll see a menu, and just use the volume rocker to toggle. One option is do not unlock, the other one says unlock bootloader. So just tap one time on the volume rocker to choose unlock bootloader, then hit the power button to accept, and this will fully wipe your phone. Because it is wiping your phone, you will have to go through the entire Android setup process. My quick thing is just skip everything. Do not sign into the Google account. There's no reason to, because you're going to be flashing a custom ROM. So just get back to the main home screen, and from there go to settings, open up developer options again, and then find USB debugging and turn that back on, because it'll be off at default. But once we have USB debugging back on, basically go ahead and put the phone back in fast boot mode. And the reason why is because we're going to start installing those 4 additional files before flashing the custom ROM. So the boot image, the DTBO, like all those got to be flashed. Flash them in the order that the installation guide shows you. Once you have installed those and have them flashed on after following the guide, basically at that point you're just going to be going into the recovery afterwards. So we'll get these files flashed first. They don't take very long, maybe like 2-3 seconds to flash, and you're good. After that, you'll want to boot into recovery, and you can use the whole fancy, type out the fast boot command to reboot into recovery. You know what? Why waste all that time? Just go to the phone when you're done flashing these files, and in the bootloader menu, just use the volume rocker, tap it, and keep tapping it till you find recovery. When you see recovery, of course, it'll look like that. I'll say, recovery mode, hit the power button, and that'll boot you into the custom recovery. From the custom recovery, you're going to wipe data and format data. So that's what you're going to do first, so it's a clean install. Once you're done doing that, you'll go back to the main menu of the recovery on your device, and you'll choose ADB sideload to sideload the custom ROM. And this will take a lot of time. 47% is not bad. Don't freak out. Your phone's not bricked or anything like that. It just doesn't go up to 100% because it's only the ROM itself. So once you got that installed, do a first boot and you should be good to go from there. Yeah, any issues, put it in the comments. But yeah, let me give you guys a quick walk around of the ROM. All right, now, so let's get it powered on so you guys can see every aspect of this ROM on the Pixel 9a after you flash it on there. So do apologize, the video is late. This video was supposed to be out yesterday, but had so much going on. But anyways, I got it fully set up. Everything is set up the way that I wanted to, and that was a lot of setting up. So yeah, anyways, so this is a lock screen, and as you guys can see, it is customized. So like I said, I customized every aspect of it. And let me just draw my little pattern here. And there we go. All right, so everything is pretty much like booting on. And yeah, Android. But of course, you know, you see like the icons are a certain way, and I chose to do all that because this ROM has a there's a specific spot called the evolver that allows you to you know, build like a theme. Okay, so it's not like a theme like a Samsung theme, but you know, you can do like the notification type. So see the way the notifications look, they're like that just because, like, of course, like the cyberpunk theme. You can set the audios for your lock sound and your unlock sound. You can do the system font. Pixel launcher, so it says more themed icons, so more icons can be themed when you turn on the themed icon. Basically, sorry, it's early in the morning. It's I'm just getting up. Anyways, yeah, you can do the icon shapes, so that's there. Navigation bar. You can set the boot animation, which should have been that, but the AOKP one's not working, and there's like a whole different set of them, right? So you can even add a custom one if you know how to make them, the splash screens. So anyways, yeah, charging animations, all that stuff you're able to do from over there. You can mess with the quick settings. So like, I have like a little astronaut character guy, and then when you swipe down, he's up there on the very top. Yeah, so it's got a lot of playful stuff in it. For the most part, everything's working just fine. The camera works. So, you know, you can take photos and things like that if you need to, video as well. And those are the presets, right? You got 60 frames, 30, all that stuff is there. So it's pretty much like, again, close to stock Android. It's just got additional things that you can do to customize it and whatnot, which, you know, pretty cool. I mean, I'll do like a more deep dive of Evolution X and how it's doing nowadays on Android 16. But this is just a quick video of flashing the Pixel 9a to Evolution X and a quick walk around. So hit the like button if you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys want to see about this ROM. Put it in the comments and I'll put it in the next video. Till then, aloha.